You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Zach Lesage here, Word. Today we are going to be covering over Duraludon VMAX. I don't know what it is about all y'all. Y'all love the Duraludon. I love the Duraludon. I mean, the way that I like to put it, it is part hotel, part dragon. Dragon hotel. Might be a skyscraper, who's asking anyways. This deck's all about going through all of your opponent's attacks. You got that Bronzong to move your energies around. You got Cheryl to heal. You can stop your opponent from special energies from doing damage. Zacian's a great attacker. Zamazenta can block your opponent. This deck seems to have it all. I previously covered this deck on our pre-rotation video, but this video is post-rotation, so check that out. The list is in the description. While you're in the description, feel free to copy and paste that list right into PTCGO. Start building it up while you're watching this video. You can also check out some of my sponsors like the Shuffle Squad. You can check out some of my sponsors like PTCGO Zone, Objective Deck. All that great stuff would be amazing. While you're there, give this video a thumbs up. Like this content, it really helps boost the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Come on, if you haven't already, what are you doing? We're so close to 6,000. Let's make it happen, peeps. And let me know in the comments below if Duraludon VMAX is a good deck or not. I'll spark that discussion and we'll get around to it real soon. That being said, let's jump into this video and see exactly what we have going on. Alright, this is where we got the deck, so let's start off with the main Pokemon. Duraludon VMAX has its ability Skyscraper, so maybe it is Skyscraper and not a hotel. Are there hotels and skyscrapers? Let me know in the comments. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon that have any special energies attached. Rapid Strike energies? Yup. Single Strike energies? Yup. Even in decks like Suicune, they have Capture energy. A lot of special energies are being played in our formats. For fighting Metal, you could do 220 and go through anything. You hit a Decidueye, knocking it out. Hit a Zamazenta, well, you're doing 220. Not a knockout, but other decks would struggle to attack or even two-shot the Zamazenta. So overall, pretty cool here. You can move energies around with Bronzong, so you can power up something like a Zacian V on the bench, Metal Saucer to it, move those energies to the Duraludon because it is not Metal type. Even though it takes Metal energies, you cannot Metal Saucer to it. That's the reason why we play the Duraludon V from Champion's Path, because it is Metal type. You do have the opportunity to play the Dragon type Duraludon V, and if Stormy Range is really good and it gets a lot of play, this one might be worthwhile so you can get a free search, and it might be worthwhile to play one just in case. But right now, it's better to Metal Saucer onto this Pokemon and then evolve it. Zacian V gives you an outlet to draw cards, accelerate energy into play, and is a good backup attacker. Zamazenta V allows you to block off VMAX decks, so you could just go double Zam, giving yourself a kind of Luke Metal strategy where you're like, cool, I played against a VMAX deck that has no outs, let's go double Zam and play, and we should be good to go. Bronzong moving those energies around. You can Cheryl off your Duraludon VMAX, you have access to Crystal Cave to start healing some damage. So it's very similar to the Zacian deck that I covered, but it's one of those things where Duraludon VMAX is its own unique deck. You got options, and it's relatively easy to play, but you're either going with very distinct strategies of like trying to go aggressively beat down on your opponents, or you're trying to block your opponent's VMAX Pokemon, or you're trying to go for some kind of Cheryl, or moving your energies around, even switch Crystal Cave could be pretty cool. So lots of interesting things that you can do with this deck. Totally recommend you give it a whirl, but we're going to play some gameplay with it and see exactly what Duraludon VMAX can do here. So for this game, I'm hitting up my boy Vaughn O'Brien from the Shuffle Squad. So we're going to see exactly how the matchup goes. I'm going with Duraludon. I didn't tell him what I was playing. I was like, yo, Vaughn, we're going to go over and play a video. So we'll see what he's playing. He has pretty much everything built, so we'll have to see what that means for us. We are going first, which is absolutely sick. Going first in the post-rotation format is a gigantic flex. And it's just because you could evolve your VMAX and a lot of your Stage 1, Stage 2 Pokemon. This is a great starting hand. So we're going to go Quick Ball here. And we're probably just going to get set up with a Zacian. We could go for a Bronzor. Bronzor might actually be slightly better. I'm trying to think if, like, I want to get... I think I might just go for Bronzor. Since Vaughn's playing Umbreon, we're either playing against a Victini Umbreon deck. Basically, there's a lot of Umbreon decks, but hopefully it's the straight-up Umbreon deck because they play 8 special energies and 1 basic. Meaning they're not going to be able to attack us through our ability. So we're going to go Bronzor. We have the Bronzong. I'm just going to avoid Zacian. In any other matchup, I would go Zacian, but here they could just pick it off the bench. So let's go Bronzor. We're going to grab this, attached to our active. We play... Yeah, we're going to play the Metal Saucer, and then we're going to pass. So no matter what happens, we're going to be able to evolve into a Duraludon VMAX next turn. Skyscraper is going to stop all those special energies from doing much. And then we're going to be able to basically get set up. We're 1 energy away as long as we're able to get a Bronzong out to move the energy to the Duraludon VMAX. So looks like we have a pretty strong start. Again, playing it more towards the matchup. Can get a little bit weird when you do things like that, because obviously I'd like to get Zacian to get set up, and maybe I'm not going to focus as much on the Bronzong. But here I just think playing as a Duraludon deck, great idea. So attacking with Duraludon, getting that out ASAP, certainly a great asset for this game. And I mean, it's really one of those things where, yeah, you can see that the single strike energy is there. They're going to reduce the damage from hard coding. Only the damage from there is going to stick. Yep, it's seems like it's going to be a bit of a tough one. Now, we can use Tower of Darkness to discard single strike things. This is a single strike card, but I don't necessarily want to focus on that right now. We don't want to discard it. So we have the Duraludon. We're pretty much safe from all the attacks. Let's go ahead and go for Professor's Research. Now, we are going to be able to attack here. I don't think I need anything else, to be honest. Let's just go ahead and go Aurora Energy. We're going to go ahead and discard the Zamazenta. Let's go for the Evolution Incense. And you can see, like, this deck sets up really well. I'm able to get the turn 2 Duraludon VMAX, and we're able to just kind of run through Vaughn's Pokemon. So, yeah, we don't want to click done there. We're going to go Crystal Cave, heal off some damage. And we're just going to rip right through anything. This could have been a Decidueye, a Zamazenta V, but we are doing 220, enough to knock out an Umbreon V. So, Vaughn having no Umbreons down, we're just completely vibing for the rest of the game. Maybe we could put down another Bronzor and maybe another Duraludon if we top deck. You can see our hand's a little bit dead. So, we did sacrifice our stability by not going for that Zacian V the first turn, using Intrepid Sword and getting extra cards. But I think we're pretty okay now. We also have Boss's Orders, so if they do power up anything like the Umbreon V, we can go ahead and just Boss's Orders, knock it up, play pretty aggressively. I also just think that we can knock out the Crobat maybe. That wouldn't be too bad either. Yeah, it's looking a little bit awkward here for Vaughn. I'm going to put down another Bronzor. I don't see a reason why not to. I'm just going to attach another energy here because we can always move them around with the Metal Transfer ability. So getting energies in place, certainly good. We're going to go Boss's Orders here and absolutely rip this Umbreon V. So again, just isolating all of the Pokemon that could potentially attack. I mean, they would not be able to attack because they're special energies. So it's really just a tough matchup. And with us top decking that Marty at the beginning of our turn, I know we played Boss. We do have access to just kind of getting refreshed with the hand. So I think we're in a great spot. Yeah, I don't think Vaughn has too much going on here. So let's go ahead and do this. We might as well just use Marnie. I think Vaughn understands that Umbreon might not have been the best deck to bring against this particular matchup. Certainly can be a bit of a tough one, but that's also fine. We don't really want to do anything else here, so let's just go G-Max Pulverization. Now, I think the highest HP Pokemon that Vaughn plays is an Umbreon, and considering nothing is really going to happen here, the best play that Vaughn could do is Boss's Orders up either my Bronzong, use Mean Look so we can't retreat, and that would be that. But with Marnie, there's no Boss's Orders, and I think Vaughn's just going to end up passing here, and we're going to be able to collect this dub. So now it's well played, and we just take it. So let's go G-Max Pulverization. We're going to take that dub, short and sweet, but Duraludon putting in the work. So we're going to play Vaughn again. Vaughn's like, yo, I have a deck that I think has a little bit more of an even matchup. And I mean, that's fine. Didn't know that we were playing Duraludon versus Umbreon. That's totally cool. I'm going to call heads here and see if we win the flip. Yo, let's go. We're so good at winning the flip. Yeah, we're just going to go first here. Again, post-rotation going first. Very good. A little bit of an awkward start. Hopefully we can get like a quick ball or something like that. It'd be really cool if we could top deck that. No, nothing like that. So we're just going to go for the quick attach pass. Now, Could be awkward because looks like we're going to get rid of a few metal saucers here. But so far, like, I'm okay. Like, Dragapult doesn't really do a lot of damage to us. We also have the hard coats. They also might play special energies in their deck. I think they play a 4/4 line or a 4/3 line of energies. So they might not be able to do too much damage. Dragapult's been really all super popular since Henry Brand won my late night series event with the deck. Being able to best over 350 players with Dragapult. Okay, cool. So there's Path to the Peak. Path to the Peak is certainly going to get through our Skyscraper ability when we do eventually evolve. So it is something that could be a little bit spooky. We do have Crystal Cave to get around the Path to the Peak, which is certainly nice. So Path to the Peak. Oh, what does Rugged Helmet do? If the Pokemon is an energy to attacking Pokemon to your opponent's hand. Interesting. So yeah, Bite's not going to do anything there. I'm cool with that. Crystal Cave is fine. Oh, because we have the ability. Got it. So we're going to actually just attach an energy here. We're going to use Crystal Cave before we forget it, because we have the HP anyways. And we're going to have to pitch this hand away. It sucks. We don't want to pitch this hand away. But that's fine. Really not much that we could do here. We're just going to go ahead here and pass. So if the Pokemon discards this active spot and damage by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, put an energy card attached to the active Pokemon into your opponent's hands. So that's a really awkward Crushing Hammer kind of strategy. Crushing Hammer, Rugged Helmet. Could be a little bit difficult for us to deal with. Now, hopefully Vaughn here misses the Path to the Peak, so at least it's 30 less damage with Hard Code, and we could heal off some of that damage with Crystal Cave. Okay, cool. So it is only going to do 100 damage, and we can go ahead here and heal. So I'm about healing there. We might as well put an air balloon onto our Pokemon. I'm going to attach this here. And based off our limited understanding of the deck, I don't think Vaughn has a great hand and maybe forced into attacking us. I'm just going to go ahead and go for Professor's Research, trying to get a Duraludon. So again, no real luck when it comes down to it. I'm just going to go for Quick Ball, discarding... I think Quick Ball discarding a Switch seems fine. A little bit, again, of an awkward hand. We're just go for a Duraludon V. And let's go for Gatling Slug. So we can hit for 130. So we do get set up for a knockout for next turn if we do get a Duraludon VMAX. The Rugged Helmet is going to take an energy away. Probably the Aurora energy. I think it says any energy, yeah. Just want to make sure that Rugged Helmet was not a basic energy. Whenever there's a card that I'm like not super knowledgeable about, and Rugged Helmet is certainly not a card that's like really meta, it can be awkward. Oh, the switch there is a little bit awkward for us. Oh no. At least we could heal like more damage off of this, so I'm completely fine with that. This has 60 HP, so I'm still like fine to vibe out. Let's go like this. And we can go for the knockouts, so I think I'm going to attempt that at this point. So let's go Quick Ball. Just discard this since we're pitching everything away anyways. And I'm gonna go for a Zacian in case we do not get out of the active spots. We want to get out of the active spot and get a Duraludon VMAX. So we did get a VMAX. We are not going out of the active spots. So I did make a good call so far. Let's go ahead and go Metal Saucer goes here. Metal Saucer goes here. And you go Evolution Incense for a Bronzong. So we're not going to be able to retreat since we played this down this turn. But I am going to go for Evolution Incense, grab a Duraludon VMAX. We can evolve here. That's actually fine, because we won't get knocked out, and we're just going to go for Intrepid Sword. So nothing crazy, but we can move those energies next turn and heal our damage with Crystal Cave. So depending on what Vaughn gets, and it looks like Vaughn might have a little bit of a tough hand here, tough go. We might be fine. Okay, Fan of Waves taking our energy away. Certainly not what we want to see, but that's still fine. Yeah, Vaughn's going all in here at this point. Cool. So we don't have the energy, but we can go Crystal Cave here. We can move energies around, and we can get the knockouts. If we go 1, 2, 3, yeah, we're still a little bit short. I really want to get the knockouts here this turn, but I think it's not worth it. Like, it's one of those things where, do I play the Cheryl this turn and heal off 280 damage, or do I leave Vaughn doing 180? I think we actually go ahead and we attach here. I think we still go ahead and go for it. So I'm going to go Metal Transfer, move an energy to Bronzong, or actually I'm going to move the energies to Zacian just to be safe, because Bronzong is an evolution Pokemon. Let's get into the habit of moving energies to the correct Pokemon. So we're going to do that. So let's Cheryl this damage away. So that's a huge heal with the Cheryl. And now we can go Metal Transfer and safely move our energies back. So we're just going to go 2 and 2. So that Fan of Waves really saving Vaughn. You can see that Vaughn doesn't really have much going on in his hand, but that's okay. We're just going to treat it like that, and there's really nothing else that we can do, so we are just going to go for Intrepid Sword. I don't think there's anything else that we have in our deck, so let's just play the Evolution Incense, grab nothing. Since we don't have the switch, we aren't able to attack with Zacian. Even if we move the energies and hard retreated, we'd only be left with 2 energies. So we need 6 energies, and we have 5. So I'm just going to go ahead here and Intrepid Sword. Oh, totally will take some more energies in play. So even though we didn't really do a lot of damage that turn, we were able to fully heal our board. And you can see that Vaughn basically grabbed nothing, and we are going to be able to heal that damage. So I think we're in a really good spot. So you can see the damage as it gets splits. We're able to go Crystal Cave, heal, and now we're able to start attacking again. So let's go ahead and I'm going to move an energy. Actually, I don't care about moving an energy to there because we need the other energy. So let's go ahead and just go G-Max Pulverization. Vaughn's going to be able to take an energy away. Probably the Aurora energy just going back into hands. I think that seems like the absolute best one. I don't know if there's a reason to grab anything else. And really, Vaughn's just stuck with this poor top deck. And we have just all these energies in play that we can start attacking around with. And you can see, wow, look at all those Aurora energies that we really were just struggling to not have. There's a Drizzile, so depending on what Vaughn gets, it might just be a research this turn. We might be able to go Boss's Order right into that Dragapult VMAX. If there's no damage this turn, we're able to go Crystal Cave. So even though, like, Vaughn hasn't really been attaching those special energies and Skyscraper is really not a play, it seems like we're in an okay spot. Oh, we're so Marnie. So all of those energies are going to be going to the bottom. We currently do not have access to a lot of those energies left. So it is going to be a little bit tough for us to deal with. We need to definitely get to some of those energies. And there's the Horror Psychic energy. So we are going to be able to heal here. It's totally valid. At this point, I'm going to try and thin the deck out a little bit. And we're going to go ahead here and go Intrepid Sword. I don't see a reason why not to. Yeah, let's grab a Metal Energy. So we have 3 of our Aurora energies in the deck. We just need to be able to not deck out. So Vaughn playing those rugged helmets and the Fan of Waves certainly makes this difficult. So nothing to the active, and it's 5 to the bench. So Vaughn's effectively doing 20 damage a turn with the Crystal Cave. So let's go ahead and heal. We're healing 60, Vaughn's doing 20. You can see how this matchup really can add up. I'm just going to go ahead here and play a Marnie. So let's go ahead. Yep, we should be able to get it here pretty automatically. Yeah, so we have plenty of those, and we're going to be able to attack this turn as well. So do have a good matchup against this deck because they do play special energies. Let's go ahead with G-Max Pulverization. And of course, we're going to take the 20 damage from the Horror Psychic. So we're doing 220. Vaughn is doing 20. Our damage rate is a lot higher than Dragapult. So we seem like we're in a really good spot here. And I think Vaughn's just going to go ahead and attack maybe with Max Phantom or concede the game. Okay, we have Boss's Orders. Yeah, and we're just going to Boss's Orders this up. Heal our last bit of damage, making sure, and we're going to go for G-Max Pulverization for the knockout, taking out Dragapult VMAX overall. So, Duraludon being able to run through the Umbreon deck and the Dragapult deck, really showing you what this deck can do. I know a lot of people have been requesting it. I do want to give a healthy shout out to my home slice, Vaughn. Vaughn for playing these games with me. Super awesome. Thanks so much. If you haven't already, check out the Shuffle Squad. Bunch of great players that are really just trying to play Pokemon together and really improve everything that we can do for the community. So I'm part of it. Super awesome. It's in the description there. You can check it out. Also, the list is in there. Check that out. So yeah, give this video a like if you like the content. Subscribe to the channel. We just passed 5,600. Let's get to 6,000. And let me know in the comments what you think about this deck. That being said, I'm going to go edit the video, so I'll catch up with all y'all later. Have a great one. Peace out. I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who's become a channel member. It's one of those things where I appreciate every single person who watches my videos, and I mean, that's really where it counts, but for the channel members, they've gone out of their way to financially support me, and I truly appreciate that gesture. It's one of those things when I started channel memberships up on my channel, and I just didn't know if anyone was ever going to do it, so I truly appreciate everyone taking the plunge, taking a leap of trust, and investing in me as a content creator. Truly makes a difference for me each and every month. If you haven't already thought about becoming a channel member, you might want to contribute to the channel, and I do put everything back into the channel to make it the best possible place to watch for Pokemon TCG content. Again, I truly appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. Cheers. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.